Hello, I'm Benny Westside, and welcome to another Sweat Level Midnight. Today we're going to discuss this week's Crucible fights. As you can see, I won 2, lost 1. My current season ranking is 590, and unfortunately, even if I do win all 3 of next week's fights, it doesn't look like I'm going to be able to creep into Masters. I'm getting close. I really want those Master Diamond Orbs, but I guess it's just a goal I get to work towards. All right, here we go. Let's start with day 1. Unfortunately, today they pushed an update, added Odin to the game, so we don't have replays anymore. I won't be able to show you replays. However, uh, I don't know if you call it getting lucky. Anyway, on Monday I did record one of the key fights and posted that on Thursday, and I will mention that fight and I will link that video in the description below so you can check that one out. But let's get into it. This is trial 1. Room 1, they had Hive Mind with Sasquatch, no scroll or anything. So I just came in with new warriors, and it was a quick fight and solid efficiency as well. My new warriors are on the smaller side, so it takes me more attacks to get through these characters. I don't really see a good reason to keep investing in them. Um, I don't know. I'm precious with my gold, as you might know. All right, here we go. Room 2, they had um, Black Order with Captain America and Black Knight. I got cheeky. I didn't need to. I could have used something bigger here. I think this was either my second to last room or something, and I came in with this comp. It almost cleared it, but it got down to Black Knight, and then I came in with X-Men and cleaned it up. Room 3, it was Pure Spider Society. I came in with my Secret Defenders and the Lizard. As you can see, this Noir is a Striker, and with the Striker Skirmisher combo from Peter B, he removed Lizard from the field before Lizard took a turn, and he's supposed to get 40% speed bar, right? I brought Lizard so he could sweep their buffs off of them. Didn't happen, but it's okay. After his first attack, Lizard isn't necessarily a key character for this fight, so I'd rather they delete Lizard than Robbie or Black Cat. So it was alright, but watch out for that. Alright, here we go. Room 4, they had full Illuminati with Captain Britain and Black Bolt. What I did was I used my Illuminati 4-piece with Nightcrawler. That way I could use Captain Britain for something else. This was just as, maybe even easier than the first time I did this. This is the fight I did record, and I will post a link in the description. It works pretty well actually, and I would recommend it. Alright, room 5, they had Mephisto with X-Men. There might have been a case where I didn't need to sack this, but I did. I did the double sack, and then I cleaned it up with Cabal and Masters of Evil. This is the part where I could have not used Masters of Evil here and used them into maybe that Black Knight where I dropped a fight, but it's okay. I still won the trial. Room 6 is where I ended up using Captain Britain. They had a Super Skrull as well as the 4 Annihilator members. I brought in Captain Britain to prevent any speed bar shenanigans from Super Skrull, and then Apocalypse was there, so Gladiator didn't spawn with Safeguard. Then my 2099 with Speed Up could go and clean all of that off, and then I got to take advantage of Kestrel passive. So that was a nice fight. If the recording was available, this is one I definitely would have wanted to show you. Alright, let's look at my defense. Room 1 is my Sinister 6. I swapped Black Knight out for Gladiator here. I don't know if it's doing better necessarily or worse, but it does mean I get to build something else around Black Knight. They came in with Masters of Evil and Apocalypse, and they lost a lot of characters. Room 2, this is where I have my Super Skrull with kind of a mixed comp. I have a Sasquatch there, Doctor Doom, and then 2 Annihilators. They could not get through this well. They used Logan, didn't work. They came in with Eternals. They thought they could clean it up, didn't work. Finally, with Tangled Web, Undying Doom, they were able to finish it off. Room 3, My Spider Society, they came into it with Secret Defenders and Lizard. It seems my Noir didn't delete anybody off the bat, but yeah, they were able to clear it. Room 4, into my Logan, they used Cabal. Room 5, this is where I put Black Knight now. I just put full out of time. I did end up, I used to be in a war-heavy alliance, so I ended up building out of time. And yeah, I just put them here because they're thicker. Infinity Watch was just getting beat by Pegasus very easily, so I decided it was time to move on from them. So I built a new team around Black Knight. Alright, and it did take a superior 6, so... Alright, room 6 was my Mephisto. I keep Void Knight on offense for different cases, Black Knights, what have you. So I put the other symbiotes with him, and because it's Mephisto, it still gets the 2 sacks. As I say that, you're gonna look into one of my other fights that's gonna come up. And then they did 2 sacks and then cleaned it up with New Warriors. Alright, let's look at Trial 2, which should be here. Yes. Alright, room 1, they had Dorm Extreme Rogue. I came in with Masters of Evil and North Star. For this fight, I like to use North Star as a skirmisher, just to make sure I have the focus I need. Room 2, it was Super Skrull with Hive Mind. Here I use the Extreme and Captain Britain comp. I believe I have a recording of this. Actually, no, I don't, because they pushed an update for that one too. What happens here is Captain Britain prevents Void Knight from gaining Speed Bar, Super Skrull from gaining Speed Bar, but Nightcrawler spawns with Speed Up. What I do, because this room enables me to have Speed Up on, enables me to have my ultimates on turn 1, which all of the Extreme members get their ultimates later, so it benefits them. I get the offense up from Sunspot on spawn. What I do is Nightcrawler sweep, slows everybody, put the speed up on my team, and then I blast them with AoEs and they're done. Super Skrull doesn't get to take a turn. It's a really fun fight. Alright, room 3, they had Out of Time with Doom instead of Black Knight. I came in with the 5 Illuminati members, and they did well. Room 4, they had a Logan comp, and I came in here with Cabal. Room 5, they had Spider Society with Black Knight. This is where I like to put Apocalypse with my Secret Defenders. He really helps when Black Knight is on these spider comps. Alright, room 6, they had Darkhold with Quicksilver, and I came in with the classic counter to this, Tangled Web, Kestrel, Nova, and that did well. Alright, let's look at my defense. Once again, they dropped an attack to my Spider Superior Sinister 6 with Gladiator, and then cleaned up with Cabal. Room 2, into my Skrull, they dropped an attack and then came in with Mephisto. They had Mephisto, but they kept him for offense, which I personally think is not the right choice, because almost always he requires 2 sacks. But as you're going to see, this guy actually one-shot my Mephisto. Anyway, here, room 3, it was my pure Spider Society. This time, Secret Defenders Lizard did not work. They tried it again, then it did. This might have been one of the ones where Noir killed somebody off the bat. Room 4, into my Logan, they came in with Illuminati, with Captain Britain and Black Bolt. Room 5, out of time. This time I put Quicksilver here instead of Starnak, and it still got a win. They ran Masters of Evil into it, didn't work, then came in with Apocalypse and Undying. This time they were able to get it. Oh, it's not this guy. Okay, maybe the my opponent on Trial 3. This guy didn't get to clear me because they tried to one-shot it with New Warriors. Didn't work. Shocker. But they didn't keep the attack, which meant they didn't get to have 2 exhausts on Mephisto. So they struggled and they couldn't make it work. All right, so that was my 2 wins. Now let's look at me losing. Room 1, they had Spider Society in 1 this time, and once again I came with Secret Defenders Lizard. Room 2 was Hive Mind with Skrull. They didn't have Sasquatch. I came in with this comp that I believe Dulam devised. I didn't play it correctly, and I had poor targeting, and I put Skrull into stealth. Couldn't punch him with the Apocalypse Empowered Basic. It did not go well. Eventually I did clear it because Apocalypse is so tanky at 3 diamonds. But as you can see, my efficiency was pretty awful. Alright, room 3, they had a Logan comp, and here I came in with full Illuminati with Captain Britain, and it worked. Room 3 was where they had their Mephisto. They had him with the 4 Annihilator members that were out at the time, and then I sacked it and cleaned it up with Cabal. Room 5, they had X-Men with Extreme X-Men with Rogue, no Cyclops, and I came in with Masters of Evil. This room really nerfs Masters of Evil because they lose their buffs on turn, and again, its efficiency sucked, but at least I got the one shot. The problem here is the way Masters of Evil matches up with X-Men is they don't let them take turns. So when we're in this room, because I'm not letting them take turns, they retain their defense ups, but I keep losing all of my buffs. So Gambit pings don't hit into defense up. I don't get offense up into them. So the efficiency sucks. But at least I got the one shot. Anyway, room 6 was Darkhold with Quicksilver, and once again I used the comp. I didn't have Emma this time, and I used Dakin, and it seemed to work a little better because Dakin's a little tankier. A lot tankier. Agatha gives stealth on her passive to Darkhold characters. She's actually a great support character. Anyway, so Dakin is meant to feed off of that over here. Alright, on defense, that's not defense, this is defense. Once again, Superior 6 in room 1 with Gladiator gets a win. They cleaned it up with Tangled Web. Room 2, my Skrull got a win, and then they cleaned it up with Black Knight. Room 3, Spider Society, they used big time with their Secret Defenders. Seems to have worked well for them. Room 4, into my Logan, they used Cabal, makes sense. Into my Out of Time, they brought Sinister 6, which I think is a big investment, or a big pull, like a successful pull for a Black Knight, I would say. Okay, here, the Mephisto, they came in with full Illuminati with Captain Britain and Black Bolt, and they were able to one-shot it, which is nice. If I had Void Knight here, would this have been different? Honestly, I don't think so, because Void Knight is so slow, even with that speed bar on spawn. Shuri probably would have gone before him, and yeah, well, I mean, congratulations. I would say this was a good win. They dropped 2 attacks, but their efficiency was better than mine. There we go. I I hate that we lose these replays so frequently due to the over the air patches, but it is what it is. I will link that video in the description and let me know your thoughts. We have one more week left on the season. I will be part of the Envoy tournament for the next season this coming Thursday. I would love to have you come visit us on Twitch and watch live. It was pretty exciting last time. I'm excited for it this time. I'm going to be trying to prep for it over the weekend. I hope I do you guys proud. Let me know your thoughts. And thank you for going over this week's Crucible with me. I hope to see you in the next one.